Hello, one and all, and welcome to round 9 of the League of Europe Division 2 Championship. We are here today in Britain, the UK, at Silverstone Race Circuit. And as you can see, we have been joined not only by 19 drivers on the grid, but everyone's favourite British weather characteristic. We have rain, at least for qualifying, to help you take us through this race here. I am, of course, QVR Zaka, and joining me in the commentary box, as per usual, is Mr. QVR Verstappen. How you doing, man?
Hello everyone and welcome to round 9 indeed of LOE D2 here, British GP, and we're in to see how these drivers are going to fare in these conditions, because it is pretty so wet out there.
Yeah, and the for drivers indeed, Neil Luigi, and we'll explain what his position a little bit later, but you can see he's on full wet tyres, so it's not just enters, it is pouring it down here at Silverstone, and we're going to have a very unique qualifying session for you guys here tonight. But I think it's time to explain some changes in the evolution of the driver lineups, because you had your championship leader M Short as well as Matty U40 who got promoted up to Division 1, and you have Neil Luigi in here now who got demoted from Division 1 now into Division 2. So now the championship has been blown wide open. Now Iro Dillon has assumed the leading role. Now he leads ahead of Rick by just 5 points ahead of this race. So we'll see, of course, how that's all going to unfold here tonight. So do not go anywhere. It's going to be a thriller with now your championship leader out of the picture. Now we're going to see a whole new dynamic in this season, and the drivers that, you know, we're trying to chase him down, they're going to come to the fore here, and we could have a massively mixed up championship fight now with M Short gone.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, there's only 5 points between the top two. A bit of a gap behind to Hardy there on 51 points. But behind that, to 10th place, that is Lyronics. He is on 38 points. It's all very close in mind. And also, not forget to mention, Isla Team Matty dropped from D1 reserve to D2 reserve. So he is now here as well, as Neil Luigi is almost about to start the lap.
So here we go then, the Mercedes Rounds Club, and now we're going to kick off the lap here in Silverstone. He's actually not got his ERS turned up. Now over the line he does, getting down towards turn 1, easy flat in dry conditions, definitely not easy flat in the wet, scrubs a little bit wide, going through Farm, Abbydead Farm, now braking into Village there, second gear, try and grab that to rotate the car, back up to the right hand side of the track, into the loop, hold it in second gear, then be patient with that right foot there, so tricky, through entry, he's so feathering that throttle. This track is a whole different beast once you tackle it in the wet conditions. Now onto the Rex yet again, this time into Brooklands, kissing the curb nicely on the inside there, into fourth, back down to third, then into second. Now watch the short shifting on exit as you head out of Luffield, already difficult traction zone in the dry, that is amplified in the wet. He's going to bravely hold it flat out through Woodcote, and now towards Cops, another corner flat in the dry, a dab of brakes in the rain here, running out onto the outside curb yet again for Neil Luigi. Then now into Maggots and Beckett, see if he can hold it together, going through this S section there, down into 6th gear as he heads into Chapel now, 4th gear, try and grab it on exit, and away you go, down through the Hangar Straight, then down the dip and then over the rise and then up towards Stowe there, a fantastic high speed corner. But now you see the new dynamic in the wet conditions, takes it in 4th gear, he's going to run it out onto the outside curb, and now down towards the Vale Club chicane, then just misses the apex on the inside, but he can afford to try and help his traction on the exit, then up to the gears to the line. Neil Luigi comes through and does the 1:38.7 to kick off this qualifying session for the Mercedes. We'll see how he fares in the second division here tonight.
Yeah, definitely, as we're having MMA Slash coming up to the line on Inter, so 136.7. It's good to note that a lot of drivers have chosen for the intermediates, and there's a lot of drivers coming to the line. Axel Tinkan on the 137.8, the second behind, Dylan slotting in second, and Ryan in fourth. The other Red Bull of QVR, Nico, has closed the line. Into 5th place he goes. So Slash has really opened up the session with a fantastic lap compared to the rest of the field.
We've also learned that the wet tyres clearly not delivering the grip that they wanted. Lyronix goes into 5th position out on the road. Rick, championship contender, only 7th for the time being. Puppet Masters come over the line, just starting a lap. We're seeing the times now flooding in. Matty goes to 2nd there, just half a second shy. He's trying to bridge that gap towards MMA Slash up at the front here. Now you have Tigers involved on his lap, so Skyzy in behind in that Mercedes. He comes through over the line and goes 2nd. Now the gap to Slash has been cut to 3/10 of a second. Now you're seeing Rick, Neo Luigi, Spag, who have gone out on the wets there, and you got Packer, Puppet Master as well, who have selected the wets. They're going to have to go to the inters. Clearly, that is a tyre of choice, despite the pouring rain. We have yellows down there. Looks like they've just managed to sort themselves out. We have more yellows. I think that's just drivers letting their way through. But Slash on the pole. Scuderia Seb's got 2nd as well, just shy of that top time from MMA Slash. It was very close. We're still getting more times on the board there. Slash himself in the Alfa Romeo has powered out of Club then, finding the car, struggling for traction, but it is an improvement. A 1:36.5 goes to the top. So we're going to see now drivers staying out there, persisting, setting the best lap times we can. We'll see if anyone can top Slash so far. 6 minutes gone, and MMA Slash in the Alpha on provisional pole position at the moment.
Yeah, it's interesting to see if that's going to get broken. QVR Nico up to the line on the 137 flat into P3. He goes. And I think that is Lando coming up the line into P6. Decent lap time from the Renault.
Yes, we'll see if he can try and stick with that. Rick is still out there on track. He is on these intermediate tyres. Lyronix just started a lap there. We're seeing more lap times flooding in now. I saw a driver moving up. Was that Lando? Matty indeed then. Improving further. Goes up to 3rd and hounding now. Scuderia 7 at battle, who's also done a thoroughly impressive job so far in this qualifying session. Up to the line now. I believe that was Tiger going 10th. We've got Skyzy going 2nd again, improving. So we're seeing the lap times flooding in. Slash on pole. But of course, the great thing about wet qualifying, the drivers will hesitate a little bit more to swap out their tyres than they can do more and more laps on them. So you can really see now an evolution throughout the session as Scuderia 7 improves. So we're seeing more drivers now finding the limit, finding the groove out there. Slash on pole position, but with 10 minutes to go, it can all change in this wild quality session. So unpredictable, and we'll see if Slash maintains that pole position.
We will see indeed, as he's at the moment 600 clear of Scuderia Sep, and we'll have to carry that on. And of course, a few drivers not setting lap times, both Ferraris, of course, not both Haas drivers either, and XL Hardy, I think, is coming toward the end of his lap. He's coming through the Ville chicane now. I saw something.
I
think that was. Yeah, he's up into 6th place, but Hardy is coming through the final chicane. Now for the final corner, short shifting, a little bit of off here, a lot, and he invalidates his lap by going too far off. And he unfortunately has to try again.
That's so unlucky. Lyronix goes to the top now. The Williams throws a spanner in the works now. 800th clear at the head of the order. Here qualifying. Maledictus over the line. He's just starting a flying lap out there. And the Ferrari. We'll see how the rest of the drivers are able to shape up their laps now. But I think now we're seeing some drivers now into the pit lane, bailing out in their laps, looking for improvement later on then. So now the first stint may be over. We're halfway through so far. Lyronix has snatched the top time away from MMA Slash. We'll see if he holds her. The Williams, of course, your race winner from Spain, now making an impression, trying to get into that championship fight as well. Now, of course, the championship blown wide open, so we'll see how the drivers are able to shape it up. Lyronix on pole position. Will he stay there now in the final half of this session?
Let's see, there's a lot of contention, of course, for this top spot, as we have QVR Maledictus, who's the next one on his lap. He's not set a lap time yet. He's coming up towards Cops now. Let's see how much speed can he carry into that 7th gear. Bit wide, bit missing the apex, but he keeps it on the road. Now towards Max Apex, infamous in this calendar, of course. A lot of sliding for the Ferrari there. He's effectively drifting through the corners there. And he is still continuing on 1:10.7. I think that is a decent one. He should be looking around 8th, 9th place. So let's see, up towards Stowe, what can the Ferrari do?
So now, around still, he's still fading the car, runs way through and invalidates. Heartbreak at the death from Maledictus. He was playing with limits all the way through that lap as Saunaba goes to the top there. He won 36-3 now. He wasn't even on our radar, but he's gone to the top. Comfortable mark for the Dutchman there. He is on pole position. Another contender as the condition seems to be improving. The rain is getting lighter, and now the intermediate tyres coming into the play in the lap time surely now are just going to go down and down.
They surely would go down, I expect. And that leaves a few drivers still to set lap times. Looking through. I think it's Pack coming through the Magnus Beckett section, who's the next one to set a lap time. Coming out of Chapel here, let's see. Normally that'd be DRS, and he's purple.
Wow.
And he is 8 tenths faster than Maledictus was there. I think this could be a very good time up towards Stowe. Let's see, braking around 100 meters, bit earlier maybe. Fifth gear, he holds it through, a bit of wobbling through the corner there, and now up towards the Ville chicane, braking at 100 meters. Second gear, and now shifting up third through the second part into Club. Let's see, open up the throttle around the line. 136.5 for Spack, and he's up at P4.
Look how late this rain is getting now. It's barely coming down after it was pouring down at the start of the session. So maybe the lap times may improve. Could we even get to slicks? It seems unlikely, but we will see. Excel Hardy now around the final corner to the line goes 7th. So we're not seeing a consistent improvement in time. So maybe it's not quite gone to the intermediate working window just yet. Maybe actually it's already been past their perfect time. Is it now getting a little bit too dry? It seems unlikely. The track's still very, very wet. Even just the racing line still fairly damp, and spray still coming off the tyres. So it doesn't look like we're quite evolving to that stage yet in this session, but we're just going to have to wait and see, of course, there. So hold on to your hats, everyone there. Maledictus over the line, but that's not a competitive lap time. It must have backed off maybe during it. Is now going to try and have a go yet again. MMA Slash coming around the last corner. Good spot. He's 7 hits up, and wow! What a lap that is! 135.3, that was almost inconceivable. Packer goes up to third. So I would say that the track conditions do certainly seem to be improving. That is compelling evidence. That is a huge time from MMA Slash. Now, can we see more of the same sort? Ryan is 1.6 seconds up through the first two sectors. He goes into second and comfortably. So I think now the Inters maybe creeping into their operating window as we had another improvement. That's Nico. Nico just barely behind Slash. I think the time's now really coming down. The Inters coming right into their own. And now it may be all about timing. Who can get their laps in at the right time? Who can, time them perfectly, get the best of the track conditions? They could play a key role here. We could have a shock here in qualifying the way it's going.
Definitely seems like that's going to happen. As I'm looking through, I think one of the runners has Lando coming up towards the Ville chicane. Second gear for him as well. Third early on at the apex. Fourth, trying to minimize the wheel spin as he's coming through the final corner. Bit of a slide there. 135.7 up at the P3.
So he makes good progress out there. Does Lando. We have more drivers near the end of their laps there. I think Scuderia Seb. No, he's just come over the line then to begin a flyer. So keep an eye on that one then. Out there on track. Matty comes through, but he's down in his lap time, so I think there must have been an error at some point during it. Maledictus, where is he? He goes up to third, actually.
Yeah, really good lap time from him. He's only 2 tenths away from Slash, and I think Tiger just went up to 6 as well, so the track is definitely improving. It's going to be about a lot of timing to see who's going to get pole. Neo Luigi, let's see, he's coming for the final corner. He throws it up into
look at the time.
Identical time to keep your Nico up ahead, but of course he settled later in session, so Nico will be ahead.
And Nico's on a faster one. Nico's on a faster one. Piling out now of Club. That's going to be pole position in the moment there. Nico does go on provisional pole. A 135 flat. Another improvement to the top of the timesheets. I think we had 10 can improving to 8 there. So more and more drivers flooding into the 35s then as the track improves. We also have, I think that's Rick coming towards the end of the lap there, but it's invalid. It's uncompetitive as well. So he will not improve then. Dylan over the line has mounted the curve and invalidate before it's even started. Lyronix will be your next driver. Over the line it goes, Paul. Just look at the margin. That is 7 thousandths of a second in front, but it's in front enough, and Puppet Master even quicker. Look at this. The times are coming down dramatically now, and the Haas has gone on to pole in a moment there. 134.7 out there, really ragging it out then, getting the most out of it there. Scuderia Seb now to the line, and it's another improvement, a 134.5. What a dramatic qualifying session. We're seeing lap times coming down all over the shop, and now it's Scuderia Seb who's got the best of it there. Can he hang on to it? 3 minutes to go now in quali.
Skies, he just went up to 5th place, as well as I think Tiger. Is he on a lap at the moment? I think he's just about to start one. So we'll have to look maybe for his teammate Nemo Luigi. He seems to be on the flyer. 2nd gear through the chicane. Very ambitious from that. Now up the gear as he goes. Nemo Luigi sets a 134.9 P3. Decent lap time for the Mercedes.
We'll see if he can go even quicker, strive for bigger and better things at the end of the session. Nico's come into the pit lane. Will he make another lap? That could be very, very tight. I'm not sure if he's going to manage it. I think it's unlikely at this stage. So, we now have XL Tin Can. He's invalidated on the lap. He's going again in that racing point. He's going to put the time down now. Stellan also invalidated and is now gearing up for another one. Lyronix, where is he?
He is coming through the field chicane now as well. Up towards 216 and 17 club. Out of there he comes. Dylan Williams now opening up the throttle. 134.6, just under a tenth behind Scuderia Seb. Rick is invalid, unfortunately, in behind. And Puppet Master goes to the top. 134.4.
And we also have Zanima. He goes up into 4th place now. So more and more drivers now creeping into the 34s out there on track there. We are seeing the track evolving, the lap times plummeting, and we'll see if those trends continue. Puppet Master, and Skyzy goes even quicker to the top then, and that just barely pips him. 300ths of a second in it, but it's 300ths to the good. And now, Mr. Skyzy, provisional pole, 1 minute 20 left in quali. We can have a dramatic ending to this one then. Tiger is invalidated a lap and is now gonna push again, try and go even faster out there. We now have, I think that's it, Ryan is also gearing up for one. Last chance for these drivers now out there on track. Can they find time? Can they push the envelope? Can they get to the front of the grid? Questions to be answered. 1 minute left to go now in a thrilling qualifying session. Skyzy on pole, can he possibly keep it with 50 seconds left?
And one man who's just at the bottom of the timesheet, he's purple apparently, and it's Rick coming through towards Stowe, and now braking for this lovely right-hander, coming up towards the field chicane now shortly as well, running out towards the curb there, and now cutting in for Phil, and now Club. Open up the throttle, open up the gears as well. 5th gear, bit of a slide, bit of oversteer from the Williams. A 134.7 up at the P5, just behind his teammates.
He faced 3.5 seconds then. Wet better tires on the car now. We have more lap times about to come in, ladies and gentlemen. We are now at the climax of this qualifying session, so now things could get a bit hectic. Slash goes on pole. A 133.9 goes crushingly to the top of the timesheets now. The lap times of the final lap times come in. Packer goes 9th in the Haas. Next over the line will be Scuderia Seb, and it's a slight improvement but won't be enough to move up to really make an impression on the top end of this on this qualifying order. So we'll see now. Matty will not get round for another lap out there as Harley comes into the pit lane, bails out of that one. So we now turn our attentions to XL Ryan in the racing point. It's going to try and round that 4th gear, really trying to find traction on the exit of Club. Drifts it around the final corner, going into the wall, and improved still, but that must have cost him. Think of where he could have gone otherwise. We'll see now if anyone else can challenge it there. Theo Luigi behind. He is 6/10 up on his lap, could at least put himself onto the front row. We'll see with the Mercedes down from D1. Can he make his impression here? It is 2nd place at the moment. Does he stay there though? More lap times to come in for you there. I think that was 10th Cam moving up. He goes 10th now in that racing point. More lap times still to the good there. Lando's 8/10 up now on his lap lap there. Cruz is round the final corner, but loses time in that last sector, only 13th for Moreno. He'll be disappointed with that one. Rick, round the final corner, dreads it through and goes third, just shy of Neil Luigi's mark there. I think, yeah, Dylan improving there, but he's only 14th, your new championship leader. As we also have Lyronics and Puppet Master on pole, barely by a tenth of a second, but he may just do it. Maledictus is the last driver on track then, and he's drifting it. He is on the limit, going through Stowe, on to those brakes then, and to Bale, now through Club. They're currently down in 16th. Can he find any more time going through? Can he push it to the line? It's going to be, he moves up, I think, around about the regions of the top 10. It will be 13th, in fact, for Maledictus. Maybe hoping for more. What a session that was then. I'm a bit out of breath after that one. But in the end, it's Puppet Master in pole position by a tenth of a second. Take us through it, Verstappen.
Puppet Master indeed, just a tenth ahead of MH/. They've been looking at the best in the wet. Let's see how they're going to fare in the race, whatever that's going to be, wet or dry. Lyronics and Niwaloichi just in behind, with Rick and Saitama on the third row. Sky-Easy and Spack make for a fourth row, and then Scuderia, Sepp and Packer rounding up the top 10. Then we have Tinkan, Nico, Maledictus, Ryan, Lando, a disappointing Dylan, just in 16th only, Hardy in 17th, Tiger and Matty rounding off the grid.
So that is going to be it then for qualifying here in the rain. Hopefully a bit of a unique dynamic for you folks, the spectators. We'll see, of course, what weather lies ahead of us for the race here at Silverstone. Will we be treated to dry conditions where everyone on the grid will have free choice of tyre, or will the rain gods dawn on us yet again? At the moment, maybe undefined. It is dry, but as you can see, quite overcast out there, so keep your eyes open for any changes in the conditions at the moment then. So you now have Puppet Master and Slash. That is going to be your front row ahead of this race. Will they stay there? It's a completely different style of driving that's going to have to be applied then. Of course, the setup fight philosophy may be different among drivers. Verstappen, what you've seen in qualifying will surely not translate to the race. I think we have a very unpredictable one ahead of us.
Definitely dependent on the weather as well, because it could rain halfway through the race, and of course, not to mention every driver from the grid has free tyre choice, so you could see a very different appeal to that throughout the grid as well. So we'll have to see what, for example, the top drivers choose for. Do they want to create a gap with the soft tyres, or do they want to make use of the track position with the mediums?
That is a very good observation there. Of course, now everyone on the grid has their free choice. I see a lot of yellow walls on the grid just looking from the front. And if you look at it, indeed, now on the graphics, you can see that is emphatically so. The medium tyres dominating the selection amongst the drivers here.
Yeah, definitely. There's a fair bunch of drivers at the front of the grid still on softs, which are Puppet Master on pole. So he's going to try to get away as soon as he can. Niwaluigi, Rick in 4th and 5th, then we have Sky and Spack in 7th and 8th, Packer in 10th, and down the grid we have Lando on softs in 15th. All of the other drivers are on mediums. Let's see how that's going to fare, because if Puppet Master can create a gap and get away from the medium runners in behind, he might be on for a good one here.
We'll see, of course, if that is enough. If the guys behind him potentially start battling potentially, and he can get away, he can really use that to his advantage and maintain the lead from lights to flag. But of course, that's an very ambitious strategy. We'll see, of course, how things turn out. It's 26 laps. Of course, the last season's race around Silverstone was manic, and we'll see if this produces the same sort of results. I'll tell you, the result of that race last season shocked the pair of us and probably everyone watching. We'll see, of course, if Division 2 throws up more surprises here today with a completely mixed up strategy race. I'm going to come to you, Verstappen, probably one of the more difficult ones of the season. Who's your money on for this one?
It's going to be a very difficult one, but I feel Lyronics has a really good chance as winning here. He's been showing really good pace throughout the season as well, and of course winning his debut race in Spain. My money is on him.
That is a very good shout. We'll see, of course, if he can turn things around. Then, of course, he entered into this division with a bang, and we'll see now if he can try and get back to those winning ways here today. But anyway, Puppet Master guides them round. MMA Slash will join him on the front row. The getaway is going to be so important there. It is crucial for Puppet Master that he maintains the lead, and just as crucial for his long-term ambitions that he gets a gap on the medium runners behind him. Watch Neo Luigi wreck off the start as well. They're beyond softs. They're going to be dangerous, and maybe they can try and sneak a space on to the podium. Let's watch there as we now prepare for the British Grand Prix here at Silverstone. The lights now coming on. We are ready to race. 5 lights. And we are away here in Silverstone. Who makes the best start from the front? Looks like Puppet Master got away decently, but Slash up the inside already. They're looking for the race lead. They're wheel to wheel through turn 1, but through turn 2. Slash is in front of Puppet Master. Lyronics on the attack. He looks to the inside. Doesn't quite commit to it. Nemo Luigi is tucked in behind. Tries to fade around the outside. He's wheel to wheel with Wreck back there, but Puppet Master trying to maintain that, get back that lead away from MMA Slash onto the back straight. The Haas leads the race out there, and Lyronics is lining up a move as well. This gets so hectic down there. Lyronics looking down the inside, trying to snatch that second place from Slash, who holds it around the outside. Now inside of Luffield, can he maintain that second place out there? The Williams tries. The Williams tucks back into the slipstream, going towards Cobbs. He's just going to set back for the time being then. As further down the field, let's look for any more side-by-side action back there. We'll see now as we got very close there. Packer was on the back of Spag, as we've also got Hardy's gone round on the opener, and this is a McLaren spins off, coming into Cobbs, a man that was so dominant in some of the more recent races, now set right back to the rear field. That's heartbreak for the McLaren. Can he possibly recover from that? Now, Wreck attacking his teammate on the softs. He needs to make early progress. He is down inside into Stowe and completes the manoeuvre. He runs now, third place, runs way on the exit, and now the German tries to get back him, recovers the inside line, maintains that third place, runs away, but will rescue it, going through Club. We have more battling behind. There's a Spag and Zerneman, the McLaren round the outside of Club, wheel to wheel, almost over the line, and they are still side by side down towards turn 1. Who's going to come in front there? It's Zerneman's forced out wide by Spag, and now Packer's looking in behind us there. It is action galore out there in the opening laps here. There's a little bit of contact between them. Zerneman tried to set up a move around the inside. Now Packer down his inside, and they're going to go wheel to wheel down there. I'm looking for action. It seems to be all single file up at the front, but Packer wheel to wheel. He may just get Zonema down the back straight. Can he even complete that as they head into Brooklands? Yes, he can. He is up into 9th place, or I'm not quite sure exactly how it figures out with the graphics. They're just sorting themselves out there, but Puppet Master leads there. Slash trying to go with him, wrecking third there. What a chaotic start here at Silverstone, and the action is not over yet.
No, as Landa is looking outside him as well. Down the inside of Cobbs, is he going to make this one stick? Very careful between the two, very good respect. Beside him, holds it just about there. Few time penalties already coming in. Some one for Nemo Luigi. He's going to be careful with that. Further down the grid, we have 2 Red Bulls being quite close together, and Matty onto the back as he just shunts the back off Dylan there and has damage now. Is that unfortunate for the Renault? Up ahead, we're seeing Tiger down the inside of Maledictus, 4P13. Is he going to complete the move down the inside of Stowe? Still side by side, Mala holds a bit of track running, but he keeps it in for the field chicane. Side by side they go. The Ferrari just getting it onto the curb, picks up time penalty, and Tiger is ahead.
Tiger up into that 13th place. Now Ryan is setting up Maledictus as well in that fight. 2 laps of non-stop action. Now maybe we'll settle down for a bit from 1st down to 18th. They're all going to be DRS range of each other. We have such a competitive race on our hands here today as DRS now will come into play out there. Ryan down the inside of Maledictus into the loop there. He's eager, trying to get through, spinning round goes the Racing Point there. He tried to put on the overtake and is spun out of contention now in this race. That is disaster for both the XL drivers. They have been set right back here. They're going to be heartbroken with that. They've got so much work to do. They're praying surely for a safety car at this point. As it now begins to settle into a line then, Dylan, I say that, is attacking Nico. He's right on his rear wing and he might just go for it. They are wheel to wheel, the 2 Red Bulls down towards Cobbs there. Dylan asserts his authority on the inside line and just about gets through into 15th. It's not been the start either of the 2 Red Bull drivers would have wanted. Now they're trying to make progress. Dylan 15, Nico 16. They've got a lot of work to do. We'll see if they can get through up at the front. Puppet Master leads, but Slash is not going away. Even on the soft tyres, Puppet Master cannot break away, and Slash is in a commanding position here. Look at how close he's sitting onto him.
Yeah, definitely looks to be having some excellent pace at the starting ranges of this race. And he's right on the back of the horse. Is he going to get a better exit out of the last corner? He puts on the overtake. Is he going to try it towards turn 1? Is he close enough? I don't think he is, but maybe towards turn 3 he will be closer. Will he put on the overtake? No, he keeps him behind for now. As Papamasa tries to defend a bit, goes a bit wide out of turn 3. And now Slash will have the better exit. Let's see. Way after, Papamasa does get a good exit, as we have Scuderia Sepp and Spaak fighting in behind. And we'll have to head over that, because I think Papamasa is staying ahead, as Scuderia Sepp is defending harshly from Spaak. Spaak is down the inside of Brooklyn. Is he going to make this one stick? Bit of contact. Spaak gets through, and he's up into P7 in behind with Packer looking at Scuderia Sepp as well. Can he get through? No, he can't for now.
That was a very forceful move by Spaak, but it made it work. And now Packer trying to follow through here because he is tucked in behind the AlphaTauri, who ducks towards that inside line. He is not relinquishing another position on this lap, but the American's now bearing down on him. Soft tires, he is going to have to charge now in this race. Up at the front, Slash's pace on the mediums is phenomenal. He's looking for that race lead. He's got a great exit coming off of Chapel, down the Hager Straight. Kabubit Pastor tries to defend the inside line. It may well be futile. Round the inside he goes Slash. He is off into your race lead then. What a start for the Alfa Romeo. What an opening we're seeing. And now Puppet Master is on the back foot from the back there. Packer now attacking Scuderia Sepp. He is ahead of Scuderia Sepp there on the mediums, now being demoted. He's still the third top medium runner, but he is losing track position out there. We have more fighting in behind. That is Dylan getting through a Maledictus who runs wide in Nico, trying to get underneath him. Iberian Battle now kicks off around the final corner. They are now wheel to wheel towards turn 1. Malad just about gets in front. Matty's coming to the pit lane early, must have got damage. Chaos still ensues out there at the moment. Slash now leads the race. Can he pull away from Puppet Master? Can Puppet Master stay with him, or can Rick get involved in this? So many questions. Lyronix is right there as well. Your bet for the race win. It is so hectic out there. So many fights. And now we're seeing Lando on the back of Scuderia Sepp. Cars all over the place. I don't know where to look at the moment for Stappen there. There's cars everywhere. They are dueling, vying for possession at every point in the race. It's phenomenal to watch at the moment.
It's definitely a great race to watch, at least the first 4 or 5 laps. Nico just got through on Maledictus for 15th, and Malad just dropping down the field, unfortunately for him. There's a little bit of break in the train between Skyzy and Spaak, but Spaak is just on the verge of getting back into that, but he has to be soon, because the DRS detection point is right there. And he's not within DRS, I believe. And up ahead we have the 2 Williams being close towards Puppet Master. Rick is going to try it on the horse, coming towards Stowe. Is he close enough? I don't think he is. He is just about has to stay behind. As we have Packer onto the back of Spaak. He's not close enough either for a move towards the field chicane. Spaak stays out for 7th place.
We'll see if he can try and get into that DRS of the cars ahead. He is definitely making progress as Spaak, but Packer's all over him. These guys duelled for the race win in the pre-season race around this track, and they are back together on track with a few more cars in their way this time. Can they get back to the front? We will see in the closing laps here at Silverstone. It is so close still, all the way down. We're now first down to 16th is now in a DRS trade. That is phenomenal at the moment there at Silverstone. And now we're going to see, are there any changes in positions? Packer's going to go on the attack. He bears down on Spaak, heading down towards Brooklyn. Does he go for the move on the inside? Spaak uses ERS overtake in his defence and holds on to that 7th place out there. And the Haas can't quite get through at the moment there. So Spaak maintains that. Can he get up to skies? He knows within 1 second you'd sense his job maybe a bit easier. Up at the front you have 2 Mercedes, 2 Williams, and now up behind Dylan making a move on Tiger. He's going to breeze through that. He's making progress. Matty with a penalty, but Dylan up to 13th is on the charge. But up at the front you have 2 Mercedes, 2 Williams chasing down your 2 race leaders. It's so competitive out there, but Neo Luigi a penalty. He's really got to watch that. And look at the 2 Williams. They are now nearly nose to tail as Tin Can has gone off. Yeah, Tin Can at the start of the Magnus Beckett complex there. He is going off and having to recover now in that racing point, but he's dropped right to the back of the train. That is so unfortunate for him. He's going to have to try and make progress. I cannot get over how close it is at the front, but Neo Luigi's penalties could hold him back. In a race that's so close, even one penalty can set you back so many positions in the situation at the moment.
That is definitely true. We'll have to see. As Neolic is pushing Lyronix a bit, he is 2/10 behind. Is he going to go for a move? He's not close enough for turn 3, however. Lyronix with a little lock up. Maybe that allows Neolic to get the better exit out of turn 4. Goes a bit wider, but doesn't get the exit, the same exit Lyronix has. He has a really good one. And he has
Watch
to stay
Packer.
behind. Packer is again watching at
Whoa.
Spack down the inside of Brooklands. Is he going to go for it? Close wheel-to-wheel racing, still side by side up towards left field they go. Spack still ahead, just slightly there on the exit of left field. Packer onto the curb, very close to get her now up towards Cops. Let's see, are they going to keep this side by side? Spack is just on the back foot, keeps his nose in there. Packer completes the move. What a move by the Haas.
That was sensational, amazing driving from both of them to avoid contact, but Packer comes out on top, persistent, relentless, and made the mistake of spearing off as Luigi. Luigi making a mistake at the start of Chapel, and he's gone off. I think he's just about managed to avoid damage, but the Mercedes dropping out of contention now in this race. So he's been knocked out there, now VSC out there. So I think that car, striking car, maybe it's a debris. He's lost his front wing now, and Puppet Master into the pit. The soft runners are coming in, taking advantage of this VSC.
They're definitely going to take advantage of this because they're maybe going to go into the mediums. I reckon they'll go to the end quite easily from here, and they're going to gain so much time. Packer's the only one losing out because his teammate's in the pits and he's not wanting to double stack here. And he is unfortunately going to have to stay out and won't benefit from this. VSC has now ended, so let's see, is there any move going to be towards turn 3? No. I'll have to see. Is there anyone who's jumped up in the pits or jumped down? I don't think there is really. So they maintain in their order, but a few gaps in between there.
Yeah, so now they're going to get out, and I think that Packer has missed an opportunity here. I think he very much could have came in there, and he's losing out with that VSC. He's going to have to drive the wheels off that Haas, try and make the time back up there. Puppet Master has lost out to Rick, who sneaks through, going through the loop, and he now is in potentially your net race lead here. We'll see if he can hold out there. Rick making the jump. He's now ahead of Puppet Master, must have made a mistake in that Haas, and now he drops back. Rick moves forward, and now championship contender. With Dylan having a tough race there, Rick could really jump into the championship lead there. Now ahead of Puppet Master. The Finn is flying at the moment.
He definitely is, and now we're looking up to the field as we still have a little bit of a train behind Soudem at the moment. And Tinkan indeed on Maledictus down the inside of Stowe. Is he going to make this move work? Yes, he is. He is up into P9.
He's coming back though. Maledictus down the inside going towards Vale. Packer comes into the pits this lap. Tinkan gives him just enough space on the inside to operate, and he makes the move, completes it, sees off the counter attack from QVR Maledictus and the Ferrari, and the Racing Point is now through on the comeback drive. He's going to try and make further progress, but Maledictus maybe coming back at him, going down towards Village, but holds back. Now we're going to see where Packer emerges there, not gaining from that VSC. Watch the train, and surely many of them, if not all of them, are going to cruise past. There goes Rick, there goes Puppet Master. They're going to jump in by several seconds, and it being such a slow pit lane, Packer will emerge. Now, off the back of it there, he's going to come out behind Lando, a guy that was fighting up in the leading train. Now has so much work to do. Packer not paying up into that VSC. Now he has so much ground to make up if he wants to get a strong chance of a podium here.
He will have to drive the wheels of the cars, as you mentioned, as Spack did lose some time in the pits. He may have gone held up. He has now Lando in his back, and he will be trying for a move very soon. Spack being 3 seconds behind Sky. I don't think he was before the pit stops, so he has definitely lost out some ground there.
Yeah, I think he was just about within DRS range. Now actually Lando is bearing down on him, so Spack has definitely lost out going through that pit stop range. We will see now if the medium runners, the medium starters I should say, will make up the time that they lost during the VSC. Their strategy has been compromised, and now they're going to have to push like all hell, but Slash has responded to my comment. I think a fastest lap of the race is exactly what he needs at this moment to try and salvage it and stay in the leading fight. Lando round the outside of Spag, and he gets through on the Ferrari, clears it before they have to turn the wheel, and now the Renault moves forward. He runs 15th now, and he can try and maybe chase down Skyzy just out in front of him there. So now we're seeing Lando, another penalty out there. We're seeing them now being picked up. Dylan bearing down on Zoudema in the battle for 4th place there. The Red Bull trying to make up for a bad qualifying. Now as a McLaren driver right in his crosshair. Slash now leads. Ryronix trying to get up to him. Seb is off the back of this train lead now. So really it's Slash and Lyronics, medium runners, still with a strong chance in this race, but they really have to fly. They need to match the times of Rick and the other drivers behind him if they want to try and get in that. Rick himself is now under pressure. Puppet Master and Skyzy right with him. We'll see how the VSC affects things there after Nemo Luigi's spin. We'll see, of course, how it's all affected in the later stages of this race. But look towards the present, because I reckon Aero Dylan could be on the attack here. He reins in Zanima, goes to the inside as they head into Stoner, clears it before they turn the wheel, and he is now up in the 4th place. Hardy as well, through on Maledictus, another car past the Ferrari, who slips back into 10th and towards the back now of this train out there on track. So now we're seeing now possessions being exchanged. Now Tiger fancies his chances on Zanima right there with the McLaren. Can he make a move stick then? He reins in his rear wing, but I don't think the move's quite going to come as they head into Village. Slash leads from Ironic second. So many battles out on track. It's been non-stop action for Stafford there. Superb stuff out there. I've never seen Nico lay move on Tiger and the loop, catching the AlphaTauri driver and myself by surprise. And they're going to go parallel down the main straight there. And it's Tiger squeezing him towards the inside there. Nico does not give it up, and he throws it back at him now. Can he get through? Squeezes him out, and Nico is fantastic overtake. Gets up in his 6th place out on track. Now chasing down Zanima. Tiger from defence, from attack to defence, is lost out, but he's coming back. He is coming back, and Nico down towards Cops. Nico covers the inside line. We'll see off the attack, the offences from the AlphaTauri. He's up at the 6th place there. I can't even hand over you to Verstappen. There's so much action in there. Please take over. I'm almost out of breath here at the moment.
It's amazing action at this British GP at the moment. At Soudema, it's looking at Dylan, but isn't close enough for a move there. And one thing to note is Puppet Master still has a lot of ERS compared to both Rick and Skyzy, so he'll be in a prime position here, but he is almost losing touch to Rick, as the gap is about a second, and he picks up a time penalty as well, which won't help his cause at all. He's still in the ERS, but he has to close up quite a bit there. In the meantime, I think Tinkan, Hardy and Maledictus have all closed up to the train of Dylan now. And that will be a very long train, 7 cars in that. And they'll be fighting away quite soon, I reckon, as Zadam is only 3 tenths behind, 4 tenths now. He has to get a good exit to get a move on here, but he doesn't look like he's going to get that. Lyronics has also closed up to Slash at the most, so one to look out for. Nico is close in, but not close enough again. So for now, this all seems stationary. Tinkan runs a little bit wide at Brooklands. Maybe Hardy can benefit from this, as he is looking for the move, but Tinkan has a much better exit there out of Lovefield and stays ahead in 8th place now.
So Tinkan trying to hold on, trying to move forward now in this train. He has Tiger next up down the road, but is Tiger going to fancy a bit of a revenge manoeuvre on QVR Nico in front of him? Can Nico continue his charge? Can Dylan continue his charge? There are so many stories in just this train alone, and they're not even on for big points in net position, but they are still fighting tooth and nail for everything they can salvage at the moment in this race. Expect the medium runners to be pitting sometime in the near future, maybe in the next 5 laps or so, and now they're going to come out and try and get up to Rick and the train behind him. Lando is about 2 seconds behind. He's making quick progress actually, starting to close potentially on Skyzy ahead of him. Spag is just about hanging on to him, but maybe struggling to maintain the DRS at the moment. Has to just hang in there out there at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that, see if the Ferrari can hang with it. Looking now, Dylan still holds the train. It is so close back there. Zoudema doesn't look like he's going to be able to quite mount a challenge. Dylan's dragging them all along, but it doesn't look like he's coming under any sort of pressure at the moment there. Zoudema's really on the bottleneck here, holding back Nico, Tiger, Tinkan, Hardy, and Maledictus from all advancing and trying to put a move on Dylan. It's such a big train at the moment at half distance. So impressive. We'll see if it holds then. We're now approaching half distance in this race. What a race we've been treated to so far.
An amazing race so far indeed, and it could be even better, as one thing I've noted is that I know for a fact that the gap, or at least the time you lose on a pit stop, is around 28-29 seconds. If you look at the gap to the leader, Slash is just about that ahead of Lando, so he'd be coming out in a net P4, and he could be on for a really good charge late on, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, we still have this huge train from 4th to 10th place. Let's see, the
Yep, they're
first
coming in.
medium runs are gonna come in.
Well, that-
Dylan, Zuidema, and let's see, anyone else? No, only them two are in.
That seems very, very early to come in for a pit stop, especially while having a
Puppet
VSC
Master.
along the way. Puppet Master is what's happened with him. He's going to come under pressure.
He's got past Rick
oh,
there.
Right. I didn't
So
even.
he is now up into the net lead there.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I didn't even clock onto that. Puppet Master now making fast progress out there. Now, soft tires for Dylan and Zuidema. I think they might struggle to keep those on the island to the end. We will see. I cannot apologise enough for missing that overtake from Puppet Master, but nevertheless, he now holds your race lead out there, your net race lead at this moment, but of course not on track. We'll see if it turns to that later on. Can Rick fight back at him? Can Skyzy get involved? Lando is still closing on this train, so it could still really heat up now in that fight. So you could have an amazing fight for the win in your hands with Slash Lyronics on soft tyres. They are surely going to charge up to them. Keep an eye on that. When will they come in for fresh softs and mount their attack on to this group, fighting over 10th position on the road? Could be a crucial fight for the race win though later on out there. My oh my, it's been a thriller so far. We'll see if it holds out there. Lyronic Slash, what's the pace of? They're both coming in, so this is very, very key now. Medium runners now, medium starters coming in. Scuderia Sam, late call to come into the pit lane. My word, Nico's in as well. They all seem to be coming in. Seemingly a penalty for Scuderia Sam. That will really set it back, as the pit lane now such a busy place. It's only Tiger and Tin Can now that are staying out.
They're saying that and trying to overcut a bit more. Ryan as well, so he'll be up into 3rd place. Let's see him behind. The net top 3 is still very close together. Puppet Master, Rick and Skyzy, they're all within 6 tenths, which is quite amazing to see. Yeah, all these guys now out on soft. Let's see where Slash comes out. Top guys are coming through now. That is Puppet Master, Rick and Skyzy gone. Lando is just past, and I think Spag is coming through there as well. He is just behind Slash, so Slash is in net P5 at the moment.
That is a good ground for him to go on to the attack then. Fresh soft tyres, at least for the next few laps. He will be flying, and Lando is right in his 6th. Lando though has bridged the gap to the group ahead. Very, very impressive pace from the Renault. He is not out of this one, but surely Slash, I can't believe how much time he's managed to hold out despite the VSC. He is right on the back of Lando now in the Renault. He just has to be patient though. He doesn't want to go too soon and maybe get involved in an incident. He has plenty of time to make these moves work, but he also has to be careful. Lyronics is still right there with him and challenging Spag now over that 9th place. So now we're going to see the possessions maybe exchanging. Expects the pit stops. Tiger, Tin Can and Brian will have to potentially stay here. I'm not sure if he's going to get through, as we also have Tiger pick up a penalty and Slash now onto the attack. Slash is down the inside of Lando and it's an easy move. He cruises past the Renault and up into 7th place. Now has Rick, Skyzy and Puppet Master in his sights, and surely a manoeuvre could be coming soon there. MMA Slash is chasing down the race win, but can Lyronics get up to him? He made a move on Slash as well, so he's not out of this either. And now you have Tiger, you have Tin Can. They've gone through the pit lane. There'll be several seconds adrift, but can they get into it? Fastest lap from Dylan on those 1 lap old softs. That's the performance that they are offering, and look at what it's doing in this fight now over the race lead. Surely Skyzy doesn't have much to defend with here. Slash is searching for a manoeuvre already on the Mercedes. The Frenchman's going to be on the defensive here. Pulls to the inside. He does not want to relinquish this, and Slash is covered off. He cannot make any advances, and that's could be telling. Skyzy, Rick and Puppet Master, they are not going to yield these easily. They are not just going to jump out the way, wave them by. They are going to fight for everything. Lyronics is going to have to do things the hard way. Round the outside, down towards Cobbs versus Lando, but he'll make the move stick again, and he's up into 6th place, and now a Slash in his sights. He's not out of this either. What a close fight now up at the front. Slash now threatening Skyzy yet again. Rick's under pressure now. Great exit from Slash, punches out a chapel, finds a long way round now to the inside, looking for that 4th place. Can he see it through? They are wheel to wheel down into so late breaking from Slash. Superb move. He is a up in a fourth, but runs away and gets a penalty. That could change things. Wide open there. He runs into the back of Rick. Just about keeps it together. My oh my, it is so tight now. Lyronics now hounding Skyzy, looking for that 5th placer. Now you have Ryan into the pit, so Puppet Master now promoted to the race lead, but Slash is so quick. He is so confident, and now he has Rick right in front of him. He's going for it early. Down the inside into Village. Can he get that one stopped? Can he get it done? Yes, he can. He's up and a late move from Lyronics. My oh my, Lyronics trying to feint out on Skyzy. Skyzy the long way round up through entry and can't hold on to it, and now Lando attacking the Frenchman now. The Mercedes is going to be under pressure. Looks to the inside. Round the outside looks Lando, but can't quite get it through Brooklands. Please take over Verstappen. This is remarkable. What thing we're seeing in the battle for the race lead. Now Slash hunting down Puppet Master. Surely it's when no F. He surely will grab the race lead sometime soon. I can't even let you take over, because round the outside goes Lyronics. He's squeezed by Rick, who doesn't yield it. The Williams go into it, but Lyronics up in the 3rd place there. He is still staying in this. Slash and Puppet Master, I'm now going to please give you a chance to take over. My oh my, what on earth are we seeing in this fight for the lead?
There's some amazing battling out there and great respect between the drivers. Now Slash just looking for the race lead. The MMA Splash right outside, and that should be it. That move for the Alfa Romeo. Yes, it is. Slash is into the leads, and Lyronics will be looking to get through as soon as he can. He now has one car in between there, but I think Lyronics doesn't have a pen, so he might be able to snatch that off. These guys, Lyronics, is he closing up for a move down towards turn 1? Closing up. Puppet Master uses some eras to defend himself with. Down towards turn 3, is he closing up? Q4 Nico with the fastest lap, 1:26.5. Lando looking at Skyzy as well in behind, so keep an eye on that as well. Well, I think this with a time penalty there. Lyronics looking for the better exit out of the loop. Let's see, open up the field. He's very close to the Haas and should be a dumb move. DRS is open, and down the inside goes Lyronics on Puppet Master. And up towards Brooklyn, Slater on the brakes. Can he be? Yes, he is. And he's up into P2. And now only has the Alfa Romeo between himself and the race lead. Tiger and Zuidema battling for 11th place. Tiger is paused there for 11th. And the two Red Bulls are hounding in the back of Scuderia Step as well. So we're going to keep an eye on all these battles, which will be very difficult to do. This
is remarkable. What on earth? The race from last season was incredible. This is living up to it at the moment there. My oh my, what are we seeing? And now the fight for the win really hots up, because Lyronics now has a clear run. And MMA Slash, Puppet Master is going off. He's made a mistake, and now Red goes through, and now right outside goes Skyzy. Watch Lando as well. The closing speed is huge for the Renault, but he can't quite get up to him. A mistake from Puppet Master, and into the back of him goes Lando. He's just about able to wrestle it back, just about able to keep it on the road. Now for 3rd place, the battle for the lead. What was once for the lead now being slipped back, and now Slash and Lyronics on fresh sobs, moving away into a league of their own. But Slash has a penalty. Lyronics, I haven't seen one from him. Can you please check up on that? I cannot wait to see, of course, how the permutations of this fight, how the penalties will affect things there. But I'll keep you waiting for a minute, because Skyzy is now on the charge again. He is bullied around by the soft runners. Now he can look for payback as he chases down Rick to the inside. Now for 3rd place, can he see it through? Rick trying to come back around the outside. It's to no avail. Skyzy 2 overtakes on a lap. He now runs in 3rd place. Can he hold on to it there in the dying laps of this race? Slash Lyronics for the race leader. I'll leave it to you now to run us through the penalties of these front runners in the race.
So I think Slash is on 1 penalty indeed. Lyronics is on 2 warnings only. You have to watch out. Skyzy is on 1 warning. Rick is on 1 warning, maybe on lap 1, so I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm going to have to cut you off, because Rick has made a mistake going through Chapel. And now Puppet Master down the inside, now round the outside. Watch Lando. He makes the space, and he pulls to the inside of the Fender, who doesn't give him the space. But the Renault might thread the needle and try to get a move done. Rick has to yield around the outside, and now Lando attacking. Puppet Master can't quite see it through. Now defends the inside line from any counter attacks from Rick in behind. Dylan also got through Scuderia Sep. He's cutting up on this battle as well. Could we see a raft of soft runners now getting through? Dylan, Scuderia Sep, Nico, Tiger, and the rest of the trader not far behind. So now the guys that you were seeing in the race leading battle now being reeled back in, and now you can see the medium stars, soft runners, they are right back in this thing. Could they dominate the front of this race in the next coming laps?
Definitely looks like that, but as we said, Slash 1 penalty, Lyronics on none, but have to watch out. Lando's onto the back of Papamaster, but not close enough as we have yellow flags. That is for Matty going off at the final corner. Unfortunately for him, he's not had a good race back in D2. Nico is on the back of Scuderia Step as well, as it's now one big train from 3rd place to 10th place, and the guys from 11th to 14th not even that far behind. We'll have to watch them as well. This could throw everything on its head, and if you have too many penalties, you could just get thrown down the field so easily.
Definitely. We'll see, of course, how things are going to be affected in the next few laps. Slash and Lyronics in ebbing and flowing fight over the race lead, but Slash has managed to maintain his gap up at the front, and Lyronics can't quite get up to him just yet. Lando is ducking and weaving, trying to find a move on Puppet Master to no avail just yet, and he has to sit it behind just for the time being, though. Will Loreno force anything? Nico is right there. It's going to be a save, and now they're all coming together. Look at this now, from 3rd down to 10th, the field now in a line. What a remarkable sight then in 21 laps into this race, and we're still seeing such a close fight. You'd think it was lap 5, not lap 21. That is remarkable. It's so close. And now further back, where's Packer? He's gone. Is he gone off? What's happened with Packer? I'm trying to find him. He's gone off at the back.
He made contact with Ryan as he overtook him, and Ryan tried to do the same as Packer is now retired in the pits, unfortunately. But looking at the race lead, Lyronics is right on the back of Slash.
Dylan down the inside of Spagnum's a little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact. The Red Bull drifts. The championship leader's in trouble, but he just about keeps it together. Can he find another charge at the Ferrari? But the race leader's like, cannot look away, because Lyronics is now hounding him, looking for any opportunity that opens up then. Here we go. Of course, Slash with a penalty, but Lyronics 2 warnings. He has to watch out as well, but he will want this on track. He is now surely going to fight him head-to-head. Slash though gets a good exit, decent exit coming off Chapel. Will that be enough? He's using every ounce of overtake he has left in his defence, and Spag attacking Rick from the back there, round the outside of the Williams, round the outside of the Finn, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Rick, just enough straight line speed, just enough power in that Williams car, sees it off, and Spag runs away, dirty air kicking in, he has to set back. Lando still attacking, Puppet Master still attacking Skyzy. My oh my, it's so close. Stellan and Nico now is going to reset there as well, trying to break through, but Spag is offering a start defence, and the race leader's so close, there's no way to telling where to look here at the moment there. What a race this has been!
An amazing race D2 has delivered for us today, but Lyronics is on to the back of Slash. Is he going to make a move down towards Brooklyn? Slash gets a good exit though.
Here we go.
Open up the overtake button for Lyronics. Is he lining up an overtake? He's closing up to the Alfa Romeo. Down the inside he goes towards Brooklyn. This should be the move for the Williams. Slash tries to hold it. and down the inside of left field, he holds it. Still side by side. Lyronics getting the better exit. It looks like though, bit of an oversteer for Slash, and Lyronics is through.
Lyronics making the move down the inside, decisive, and he has the race lead now. Can he hold on to it? He needs to try and get out a gap. We know Slash with a penalty, but Lyronics can get one too. You never know. We still have 4.5 laps to go here at Silverstone. The race is far from over. Dylan in the meantime managed to get through on Spag, and now is pounding the back of Rick. Now Slash very low on ERS. We've seen this so often this season. It's going to hold it back. Spag trying to go back at Dylan, instead now on the attack, and the AlphaTauri late in the day now, wheel to wheel with the Ferrari into Stowe. Can he get that one done? He's going to get squeezed to the inside by Spag, by the Brit. They're wheel to wheel now again, down into the Vale, lay on the brakes, and there's contact. Round goes Dylan, he's tapped by Spag, and through goes Seb, through goes Nico. An incident finally in this fight there. Spag and Dylan coming together, the championship leaders round. My oh my, what are we seeing there? Dylan demoted, Spag demoted. What on earth is happening? Seb and Nico move up. It's surely a misjudgment in the braking from Spag has cost him and Dylan. They're demoted to the back. They may not be heading for points now in this race.
And Tiger, I think either made a mistake or does he have damage, because he's fallen back for the field as well, and he's looking good. That's Spag is running off there. He has damaged himself. Looking at the front, we see Lando right in the back of Puppet Master now, as Rick gets another time, but that could be vital for him. He could not benefit as much as he wants to from Dylan being spun around there. And Lando is still looking to the back, and Puppet Master is not far away either. Bavas has the most ERS out of these three. Brick looking in behind still as well, but of course the penalties will hold him back. Lando towards Magnus Vegas is not going to be here, and he will get denied by Puppet Master right up there, but out of Chapel. Let's see if someone can get the exit as Spack is getting through Tiger. In the meantime, Lando doesn't seem to be close enough to the horse in front of him. Skyzy is just about backing off as Nico get past Scuderia set for 7th place, and I think Hardy got past his teammate for 9th there.
Yeah, the McLaren swapped as well, then Hardy moving up, trying to get back to the field. The Puppet Master a penalty. I think he already had one before, and he runs wide. Could that open the door for Lando? Immediately the overtake is deployed in defence for Puppet Master. He's eager to hold this together. Now 3 laps to go here at Silverstone. A race that's probably as good as what we saw last season. My oh my, it has been remarkable. Do we have more twists and turns yet to be provided by the drivers who put on one hell of a show in front of our eyes here today? Now, can Lando possibly see a move? Can he get up to Puppet Master? The DRS of Skyzy is serving him well, though. The Haas driver maintains 4th place. Still staying in front of the Renault. Skyzy, can he hold on to 3rd? Can Ironics hold on to the race lead? Slash has saved DRS. He could be gearing up for a big manoeuvre towards the end of this race, and look at how close he is. Here we go. Nose to tail for the race lead. 24 laps in as Spag. I think Dylan's made a mistake. He's dropped back, but we do not look away. We do not dare look away from the lead fakes. I think we may be seeing a change up here now. Slash right up to him now, looking for the race lead. It could be down the inside into Stone. No, just holds back. Does not go too risky. Puppet Master, can he close down on Skyzy? Not quite. Has to sit him behind. Cannot find the overtake. Cannot find the space. Cannot find the move into 3rd place, and has to sit him behind as Lando still bearing down on him. Nico right there. It is so close, so competitive. It's so hard to call who on earth is going to be able to see it through in this fight. Now, here we go, 2 to go. And one has been a truly remarkable British Grand Prix. The fight for the win not over, the fight for the podium not over. Who knows what's going to come through in the final 2 laps of this race? We're at the end game now. Here we go, less than 2 to go. Who on earth is going to get the top points here? I have no clue.
Does look like Lyronix is on the upper hand here, but looking in behind, there's still 6 cars very close together as Puppet Master is closing up towards Skyzy, towards Brooklands, but he's not close enough to the Mercedes to make a move, and he has to stay in behind there. Dylan and Spack are still close together, and Dylan's going to make a move towards turn 6, and Spack defends the inside. Dylan around the outside of Brooklands. Good move by the Red Bull, and he is up back into the points paying positions. Let's get back on towards the fight, towards towards Magnus and Max. I can't even get my words out anymore. Slash is looking onto the back of Lyronix. That should be it. The move to the inside goes the Alfa Romeo, and he is boss. It does look like, yeah, Lyronix just about backs off and slashes into P1 on track.
So now Slash leads, still has a penalty over Lyronix, but Lyronix can't afford another warning, so it may not be over yet. Scuderia 7 is attacking Nico down the inside. He almost made contact there, down into the veil. Aggressive defence from Nico, even more aggressive attack from Scuderia 7. Lando's going off in front. Nico turns defence into attack. He is up to 6th now and has Rick firmly in his sights. We have 1 lap left here at Silverstone. My oh my, we've been treated to one hell of a race. Well, let's see it through. As now we have more face out on track. There's Slash leads, Ironics tucked it underneath him. Well, no lead to change hands on the final lap there. Slash could be on the defensive here. Can Lyronix get up to him? And Lando as well, trying to counter-attack onto Nico. He's using the last of his overtake to try and find a move, to try and make a gap for himself, but ultimately cannot quite get through on the Red Bull, who holds on to that 6th place there. My voice is going in the moment. We are on the final lap here, and drama and tension is at an all-time high here in Division 2. They put on an incredible show for us here today. Lando looking at Nico, but can't quite find the gap, can't quite find the lane, and Nico holds 6th place, and Renault out wide is going to drop back surely now. Look at the race leaders now. Slash trying to hold on, gets a good exit. He's doing everything he can without penalty to break away, to see it through and to take the race win on track. Will it be enough? Lyronix doing everything in his power, but can't quite get up to him. Puppet Master leading the day down the inside for the podium there. Can he get through? Yes, he can on the inside there. He's going to run through the grass almost. And now Seb and Lando forces him out wide. He gets up in that 7th place. Now into the final few corners. Over the line comes Slash, but Lyronix and Harrison on the line. Now Puppet Master 3rd. Can he hold it on penalties? No. Skyzy steals it away. And now look at the McLarens. They get 4th and 5th in the end. We hardly mentioned them the whole race, but they end up 4th and 5th. Lyronix a race winner. That was phenomenal.
Absolutely phenomenal race with Lyronix taking the win ahead of Slash and Skies in the podiums, and the McLaren's almost invisible there, 4th and 5th. We're just waiting on Tiger to get through as he's still attempting a fast lap. I think he got that one. I think I saw that at 125.8, so I'll take that for the credits for this race. We won't be too happy with that. But what an amazing race we've been traded to here today. 17 finishes, which is quite amazing. Tiger just coming around the final few corners as he is coming across the line, the AlphaTauri.
There we go then, Tiger, not the race he was after, indeed, here in Division 2. My oh my, I think I've said that phrase about 17 times in this race. That was incredible. Hardy gets driver of the day in the end, and wow, we were really not expecting him to come through. 4th place in the end. What a comeback drive from the McLaren. He keeps his championship hopes alive, but Lyronix jumps right into the fray as far as that's concerned. He is on your top step of the podium today. Slash joins him out there in 2nd place, and in the end it is Skyzy who gets through with 3rd place there. He was in the wars all the way through. I think all the drivers were, because that was quite a spectacle. Just incredible racing from lights to flag. I hope you've all enjoyed that. The fans, we've certainly enjoyed that. The commentators and hopefully the drivers as well had a great time racing it out. But Lyronix is your race winner. Then I'll leave it to you, Verstappen, to take us through the results.
Lyronix, Slash and Skyzy making up the podium. Good race from all of them. Then Hardy and Zuidema in 4th and 5th. That's quite amazing to see. Hardy getting spun rounds at the start and always just getting his way back up on the podium. Very close to. Very good job by him. Then we have Rick, Nico, Puppet Master, Lando, Scuderia Sepp, Spack and Dylan rounding off the points paying position. Unfortunately, outside of that points, we have today Ryan, Maledictus, Tinkan, Niwa Luigi, and Tiger, who did set the fastest lap. Matty and Packard both not finishing today.
So that is going to bring an end to our race here at Silverstone. Probably race of the season. I think we probably agreed on that one. That was quite incredible. Lyronix a race winner, and now he and Slash and Skyzy, to be fair, jump right into the championship fray with M-Shot out of the picture. The championship fight is really heating up. We have so many drivers in contention now.
Yeah, definitely. As Dylan only picks up 1 point, will be on 80, and Rick will probably take over the drivers' standings as it stands. He'll be on 82. Hardy closing up to 61. Skyzy will be on 62, so he'll overtake him. And Slash will be on 58, so he's going to be close to that. Zuidema don't rule out him, and Lyronix, actually, if I look at this, he's going to be on 63. He's going to jump up from 10th to 3rd in the championship.
So now the championship fight really hots up now. You were maybe hoping that, or you're maybe expecting that this year's championship fight may not be as strong as the last one, but it is certainly now beginning to open doors and shape up for a stunning second half of the season. I think both of us, and hopefully you guys as well, are thoroughly looking forward to that one. That is going to be the end of it then for Silverstone there. An incredible race that I think has exhausted the pair of us. We're probably both going to need a bit of a lie down after that one. But anyway, with that said and done then, I don't know if you've got anything left to say, Verstappen, after that.
Just amazing credits to all the drivers out there. Mostly clean, of course a few incidents, but that always happens when the drivers are so close together. And overall fair play to everyone.
So thank you very much, Verstappen, for joining me. Thank you to the drivers for putting on a show, and thank you to you guys all for watching us along the way. So I guess we've exhausted all topics ahead of this race. Turn to the next one, I say. Then tune in next week as well, hopefully for another stunner here in Division 2. So without much more to say, I've been Zaka. He's been Verstappen, and until next time, we'll see you later.